artist, I'm Mariana Olson, and today we're drawing Dr. Seuss Folding Surprise. Are you ready? Let's do this! Okay, we're gonna need paper, something to color with. I'm using markers, and something to draw with. I will use a black marker that you can change for a pencil. We're gonna start folding the paper in half. Then we're gonna take the bottom part and fold in half again. Now we're gonna flip it over and fold one more time, and then we're gonna open it, you're gonna flip it, and we're gonna start drawing right here. Hello little artists! Today we're drawing a folding surprise for Dr. Seuss. This is the last drawing we're gonna do before Dr. Seuss' birthday, and this one is gonna be a folding surprise cake. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave about 4 finger space on the left side, and we're gonna trace a line that goes up and then it makes a little bit of a curve. Okay, this is gonna be the corner of the cake. We're gonna do those around it. And on the other side, I'm gonna try to do the same thing, about 4 finger space, and then I'm gonna do a line and a curve. Now that I have my 2 lines, we're just gonna join them on the top. Just like that. Now, we're gonna do the candles right away on the very top, and we're gonna do 3 candles. You can put more if you want to. We're gonna do just little rectangle shapes right here on the top. I'm gonna do 1 here in the middle and 1 more on the right side. And then we're gonna do kind of like the flame on the top by doing a U shape, and then it goes up like in a point and comes back. Let's do it again. U shape, point, and comes back. And one more time. On top of the cake, we're gonna do a little bit of icing by doing curves that go up and down. And these curves can go in different sizes. They don't have to be the same. We're just gonna go up and down until we reach the other side. And make sure that you still have some room, about a finger space between the folding part and these curves, okay? Now, for the bottom part, we're gonna leave about a finger space, and then I'm gonna trace a line that comes down just like this. And in the other side, about the same, we're gonna leave about a finger space, and then I'm gonna do a line that comes down just like that. Okay, now we're gonna join those 2 lines, but we're gonna make this line go a little curve down, and it's very, very light curve until I get to the other side. Next, I'm gonna do an oval shape that is gonna start from behind and going around, and it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna start in behind the cake, going around, and connect in behind the line. Okay, so I'm gonna make it look like a plate. Now we're gonna make this line double. I'm gonna go in a little, I'm gonna put a little diagonal line, in a little diagonal line, and now I'm gonna join these 2 by following the same shape of my curve. And we're gonna leave it like that. And the very last detail for the cake is we are going to do here underneath the folding part a line that wiggles a little and it moves a little bit to the other side. And now on the bottom, we're gonna make this line move even more by doing curves that go up and down, just like this, and they don't have to be symmetrical. They can move. That's it for the outside part. Now let's open the paper. And we're gonna finish the bottom first. We're gonna cross the folding part just a little bit. It's a very, very short line, just barely, so we can close on the top just by tracing another line. Okay, it's gonna look like this. Now from this point, I wanna start the hand and then the hat. So we are going to trace 2 little short lines that are gonna go in a little. We're gonna put 1 and 2. On top of these lines, I'm gonna make kind of like a letter C that is pointing to the top. After that, I'm gonna make a curve on the left side that is long, and the second curve on the right side is gonna be shorter. Okay, I leave a little bit of a space on this side. From this line, I want to trace kind of like a U shape that is kind of like sideways. It's going to look like this. We're going to go U shape. And this U is finished kind of like the same distance of this one. Now, on the other side, we're going to kind of like do his little finger. And it's going to look like this. It's a little curve. Okay, now let's do a curve that goes up, is short. And I want to make the finger that is holding the hat. So it's going to look like this. I'm going to go in a little, and it curves and come back in.
Now to finish this up, I'm gonna go in a little on this line and I'm gonna curve up and then curve down. There. Now on this space is where the hat is gonna come. I'm gonna start by doing a line that comes up in this finger and comes up, cross the folding part, and curves back and touch the folding part again. Okay, so here you just make a little bit of a curve. Let's turn until we get to the other finger. So we're gonna turn here, cross the folding part, and this line moves a little bit. And then we're gonna trace in between the two fingers. If you still have room, we're gonna put a curve. And then from the middle of the fingers, we're gonna trace a line that goes up and curves. Just like that. Now let's finish the cake on the top, and we're gonna cross the folding part really little, short, very short lines, just as we did on the bottom. And I wanna close this cake right here. Just like that. And now that I have my cake, I can trace the hat that is gonna go really, really close to the cake. And it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna start from this finger, I'm curving in, and then I curve out, just like this, okay? Curve in, curve out. Now we're gonna do a curve on the top. Now we're gonna come down, curve in, curve out, and curve in again, okay? You see how I did my curves out, in, out, okay? And to finish the hat, we're gonna do the lines inside. I'm gonna start by doing about a finger space here. I'm gonna do the first one that comes down. Now we're gonna do another one. Now about a finger space, I'm doing another one. And if you see, I'm curving down to the right. And the very last one, I'm again gonna leave a finger space, but this is gonna be kind of like the bigger one. We're gonna curve up and curve back down. And this is gonna be the bigger color. To finish my picture, I'm gonna trace a couple lines inside this part, and this is gonna make it look more like the illustrations on the book. So we're gonna start by doing little teensy weensy lines, and these lines can be with the point of the marker, and they can be different sizes. They also, some of them are closer together, and some of them are leaving a space in between them. We're gonna put a couple lines here on the glove, and these ones are also short. We're gonna do the same on the hand that is sticking out of here. We're gonna put black lines. We're gonna put a bunch of lines. And the last lines I'm gonna do is on the hat. So I'm gonna start by doing lines here. We're gonna trace lines on each side, and these lines again can be different sizes, but I'm doing it with the point of the marker, okay? And there, that's it. We finished this folding surprise cake for Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat. Let's see how it looks when we close it. And this is how it looks when we open. I hope you like this lesson, and now my favorite part is coming. Let's color. Okay, little artists, we are done. This is how my cake looks in the outside. I use the colors that usually they put on the illustrations on the books. So pink and a little bit of like watercolor, like aqua color. These are how they look on the books. And I went also at the end and add more details, like more like shadow with lines and dots into my picture. I did the same thing here on the candles as well. So now let's check how it looks in the inside. And here we do the same. I have already all these lines on the hat and on the hand, and I just went at the color red on the hat and a little bit of light gray inside these lines in the glove and in the hat. So I hope you like this lesson and it was easy for you to follow, and remember to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss lessons step by step like this one. See you next time!